something else over here, Jen. What's up with you though? What you think about some of the stuff we've been talking about? Plea deals, people wasn't even talking about that. People was talking about how Thug and how much time they was gonna get. So for the internet to be talking about the plea deals right now, I ain't even concerned with it. They just triggered. You know what I mean? They just triggered by what the internet tells them to talk about. So I ain't even really entertaining that plea offer thing right now at all. But what you think about some of the other stuff we talking about, Jen Jen? Straight up. You been watching all of it? I ain't never seen you type in here. You know who Kente is, Jen? I mean, who Kente is, Jen? So you can lower your hand. Would you state your true, correct, and legal name for the record? Demikian Garlington. All right. So I'm going to fast forward through all this. I don't think y'all really want me to read them, asking him his age and all of that, right? Y'all ain't really tripping about that. Did you graduate the 11th grade? That's a weird question, ain't it? No, sir. You able to read and write? Yes, sir. All right, so look, boom. So he here to plea. He here to take a plea deal, y'all. It says you understand that you're pleading today on 2 cases. In one case, yeah, you were originally charged with entering an automobile, and that's being reduced to disorderly conduct, which is a misdemeanor. Pay attention, y'all. Tap the like button. Salute to everybody in here. Type something in the chat if you new around here. Subscribe to the channel. So then it says, and then on the other case, yeah, you are charged with participation in criminal street gang activity, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 3 counts of that, criminal damage to property in the 1st degree, criminal damage to property in the 2nd degree, possession of a firearm during commission of a felony, and then a separate participation in criminal street gang activity. An aggravated assault, criminal damage to property in the 1st degree, 2 counts of criminal damage to property in the 1st degree, and possession of firearm during commission of a felony. Yes, sir. Pay attention, y'all. You understand you have a right to plead either guilty or not guilty to the charges in these 2 indictments, and if you plead not guilty or remain silent, you may receive a jury trial. Yes, sir. You have viewed the waiver of rights on with your attorney in the case for the 15 SC case. So, all right, y'all. You see what he faked? You heard all them charges? Hey, Prentice, go about your business, bro. We talking about something else. What you worried about? You ain't worried about that court. Don't ask that question no more, bro, or you trolling. Respectfully. Good morning. Salute to everybody in here. Don't come here trying to check to see if the trial on. We ain't law and crime. Go check with the people that work in the courthouse, dummy. We working. Try again. Stupid. All right, so we about to get to this turkey, though. Yeah, what you know about that, Prentice? Hey, Prentice, you know Kente? Did Jen ever answer? Oh, Jen, you ain't never answered my question about Kente? Oh, okay. Say less. Hey, Prentice, you know Kente? It's easy this morning. It's easy. Yeah. Yes, sir. Are those your signatures on those 2 documents? Y'all can try to stop me all y'all want, y'all clowns from these other channels. I got the paperwork rolling this morning. Y'all not on the same lane as me. I do my own Young Thug content. All y'all do the same content. I make my own. Y'all clowns. So you could come in the chat trying to steer me away all you want. I got more paperwork than this. Hey. 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 Keep up, clowns. All right. You apologize? Oh, go ahead about your business. You was checking at the wrong spot to see if the trial was on. Don't you agree? So you dumb for even checking over here, right? But you ain't never asking my question. Who's Kente? Yeah, I was on fire last night. They don't want no smoke with me. I was on fire. We gonna be on fire today too. I'm on their neck. Hey, Prentice, go ahead and get out the chat, though. You a whole clown. Coming and checking on other channels to see when the trial going to start. If you really was keeping up with the trial, bro, you would know what time, when the trial's coming back. So you a clown. Yo, go ahead about your business. You heard? We seen you from a mile away, bro. Yeah, we got tons of paperwork, though. Salute to y'all, bro. I appreciate y'all being here. Good morning. Straight up. Yo, I've been on their head all week, bro. They clowns. It's a turkey drive. Straight up. We marked Mondo out last night. Yeah. Did it so bad I had to erase the video. I ain't want them clowns to try to flag me. That go for Loon and Mondo. Yeah. You could tell them everything I said. I hope you clipped it. Play it for them. They not gonna pull up. They not gonna pull up. Zandre. Nah, you was hating all yesterday and I wasn't talking to you. Mind your business, Zandre. You was a hater from yesterday, so go ahead and get up out of here. I remember you hating yesterday. We ain't gonna do you today. Yeah. And I wasn't talking to you, so mind your business. Yeah. You was hating all yesterday. I don't even know why you pulled back up. Hater pulled up with the notifications on. Hey, look, right, we about to get to this boy right here telling. You know how YSL, they known for, mostly telling. All right. So look, boom, boom, boom. They going through all of the shenanigans with the boy. I'm gonna skip all of this. Look, they just asking him about his lawyer, asking him about pleading to it. All right, here we go. All right, now we start talking time. So you understand in the 13 SC case, which is being reduced to a misdemeanor, the minimum would be 1 day and the maximum would be 12 months. Yes, sir. Pay attention, y'all. 15 SC case, you understand the minimum for the 2 gang charges, which would be count 1 and count 9. The minimum would be 5 years and the maximum would be 20. You understand on count 2, maximum for the aggravated assault, 1 year and the maximum to be 20. Yes, sir. For the aggravated assault charges, which is 3, 4, 5, and 10, the minimum would be a year and the maximum would be 20. Criminal damage to property, minimum 1 year and the maximum will be 10. Criminal damage to property in the second degree. Wait a minute. The first. All right. So y'all see what's going on. They adding up his time. All right, peep gang. Look, I'm going to fast forward a little bit more. Watch this. All right, hold on. All right, so look. All right, boom. My bad, y'all. I had to talk to my peoples. I think they noticed you. All right. So hold on. The judge was asking him a whole bunch of questions about taking the pleas, y'all. Hold on. Let me fast forward. So you understand the good side is if you do everything that you're supposed to do as conditions of your sentence and probation. All right, hold on. He just still. So all of those numbers that we went over, if you added all that up, that's what you are subject to less whatever you've already done, You already served 5 years or whatever. What? That boy wasn't in there no 5 years. That's what you're subject to be resentenced on. Do you understand that? Yes, sir. Okay. You understand that if you're currently on probation or parole, your probation or parole may be revoked. All right. Y'all know all that. Boom. Watch this. Hold on. All right. They asking him, is he a citizen? Asking him about first offender. Mind you, he don't got no charges at this time, y'all. He got a clean record. It's Demiki and Garlington. Lil D. All right. They telling him about going to trial. Hold on. The right to trial, the right to remain silent and not to incriminate yourself. Right to confront witnesses called against you. You know, all of that good stuff, y'all. All right, hold on. All right, how do you plead to the charged participation in criminal street gang? Guilty under Alfred. So he pleading out guilty, right? So he pleads out guilty to all the charges. Alfred plead guilty, right? Y'all peeping it. Check this out. How do you plead on a reduced charge of disorderly conduct? Guilty. All right, hold on. All right. All right, look. Expect the evidence to show that on September 17, 2013, at 565 McDaniel Street, Southwest Atlanta, which is located in Fulton County, security guard observed two black males wearing red hoodies in the parking lot at that location. While, after he observed those individuals, the victim had her car broken into. A Miss Varner. She motioned for the security guard to come over and showed that her car had been broken into and her laptop taken. The security guard thought one of the males might be carrying something like a laptop underneath his shirt. Told him to stop walking. They ran, followed those individuals, followed them into an apartment. Inside the apartment, found Demikian Garlington, the defendant, who was wearing a red hoodie, like one of the individuals that ran. That appeared to be the person that the security guard said had the laptop underneath the shirt. They searched the house, though, and the laptop was not recovered. The witness or victim did not see the people breaking into her car, and that's the reason. Factual basis for the reduction from entering auto to disorderly conduct. So Holmes got caught red-handed, but didn't let off. I mean, like, the charges got dropped down to disorderly conduct for stealing out of a car. All right, cool. Tap the like button. Salute to everybody in here. Good morning. What's the basis of the disorderly conduct? The basis would be, well, at one, it's a negotiated reduction in the best interest of the defendant. But the basis would be the running from the police and not complying. All right, pay attention, y'all. All right. So the other case is this. Look, he had multiple cases at the same time. Pay attention. So on April 28th, early morning hours of April 28th, Mr. Garlington was at Club Crucial, which is located on Donald Lee Hollowell. Thought it was Holloway. Donald Lee Hollowell. That ain't Donald, man. Don Lee Parkway in Atlanta, Georgia, located in Fulton. We expect the evidence to show that Mr. Garlington was at the time a member of a gang called YSL, which for a time was a subset or associate gang of the larger Blood Gang. And there had been an ongoing feud between YSLs and the If Gang, Inglewood Family, Bird Gang, Haiti Gang, and Bloods. This had been going on since at least the fall of 2014 and possibly earlier. There had been a murder that was committed in January of 2015, and since that murder, the high-ranking If Gang member Donovan Thomas. There were a number of different retaliatory shootings and fights that had been going on leading up to these early morning hours at Club Crucial. Tap the like button. Salute to everybody in here. We'd expect the evidence to show that Demikian Garlington was jumped at the club by several members, younger members of If Gang, 80 Gang, to include Darren Mills, his brother Philip Collins, Dominic Carter, Cortez White, among others. He was jumped at the club and beaten. Yup, he was beaten. It spilled out into the parking lot, which there was gunfire exchange. That gunfire is not a part of this incident. The police were never able to determine exactly who was firing at who. The individual was firing at who out there. Or was he in the fight? He was jumped. Right. I understand that. I'm asking a separate question. You said it went outside. I'm asking how you connect him to outside. That's not part of the charges in this. We're not sure. Probably, but it's not part of these charges because it's not able to confirm if he was actually outside or if he was still in the club. But what these charges are about is after this happens at the club, we believe the evidence will show that Mr. Garlington, Mr. Antonio Sledge, a co-defendant in this case, went and picked up Quindarius Zachary, who was another co-defendant. There was at least them in their car and another car with people as well. They went over to Adele Avenue, not the singer. We believe that would show. The cell phone tower records would show them present at the court. Shot into the house? Yes, sir. And at Adele Avenue, which was the house, Darren Mills' house, one of the individuals that jumped them. Was their relative actually hit by the gunfire or not? His aunt was hit. His aunt was hit. There was no one outside the house. They shot at the house itself. Court. It was 2 houses, right? Right. There was the first shooting on Adele. There was a later shooting on Drew Drive. The second house, it was just property damage. Question. Exactly. All right. We believe the evidence will show that Denise Bell sustained a gunshot wound to her buttocks while she was lying asleep in her bed. It came through the house, right to her buttocks. Must got a big butt. We expect the evidence to show that these individuals then left, and she ended up having to have surgery from that. And that's the basis for aggravated assault. There was also damage to the house and damage to her car, which is the criminal damage to property in the first degree. Then, they went by 1903 Drew Street and shot at an apartment 1122 and 1120, which was one of the apartments was believed to be where Philip Collins was, one of the other individuals involved in jumping Mr. Garlington. No individuals were harmed, and as far as we could tell, there weren't any individuals actually home at that time. So this was property damage. But there was property damage there to Mrs. Battle's apartment being damaged from the gunfire. Patio doors, windows, a couch were damaged from the gunfire. These boys are stepping. Subsequent to this time, Mr. Garlington was arrested on an unrelated charge, and in June spoke. Nah, we ain't talking about no bike rim. We talking, that boy told. He spoke. We ain't talking behind the spoke Dayton's. No, he spoke. It was in June. He spoke with Detective Thorpe. Yeah, he spoke with him. Look, and in June, he spoke with Detective Thorpe, Detective Gaither, and Detective Dennis, in which he admitted the 3. Whoa. He admitted 3. Why would he do that? In which he admitted the 3, his and Mr. Sledge and Mr. Zachary's involvements. Whoa. Why he do that? Tap the like button. Salute to everybody. Yeah, hey, good morning. Yeah, we grinding. It's different. Yeah. Oh, we ain't get 100 likes? Yo, run me up. We ain't hit the 100 before 20. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, man. So, hold on. So in June, he spoke with Detective Thorpe, Gaither, and Dennis, in which he admitted the 3, him, Sledge, and Zachary's involvements in the participation in the shootings. Whoa. Hey. In the being jumped and in the shootings later. Whoa. Oh, he told on the whole enchilada. Yo gave him the whole goddamn platter. All right. Mr. Garlington indicated that Mr. Sledge was the driver. Wow. Mr. Zachary had a gun. Whoa. And that he was in the car as well, but he ain't shoot. Oh, he terrible. Terrible. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, read that real quick to yourself. Hey, yo, to the people out there, yo, screenshot that, y'all. Screenshot that one right there. Like, what more, hey, yo, but hold up, though. Who remember what he told them they told them that he was telling? Remember, he told Dolly and them, yo, Lil D telling. That was before this, wasn't it? When he was talking to whatchamacallit them on the phone, that was 2015 he was on the phone, wasn't it? He was talking about, yo, remember he dirtbagged him. He waited to the end of the call. He waited to the end like, yeah, yo, on some old, yo, PS signing off, yo, Lil D telling. Like, bro, why you wait? You supposed as soon as you get on the jack, hit that. Yo, what's up? Yo, Lil D ain't right. Oh, let's keep it moving though. Hold up. Tap the like button for me. Oh, I appreciate that. Y'all ran it up over 100. Yeah, hold on. We gonna do something different. Hold on. We gotta keep. I got more paperwork too, yo. It's another one. I ain't read the other one yet. I read through this one a little bit last night just to see what was going on. It's the same little D that Woody was asking for help. Yes. Yeah. Yup. He a dirtbag. Mr. Zachary also gave a statement to the police around the same time in which he stated Mr. Sledge was driving Mr. Garlington. So this telling you that him and Garlington switched up on Zachary and Garlington went to go hit the houses, y'all, and then they start telling on each other. Both the little D's start telling on each other, y'all. They had a little D fight. Pause. Yeah, like literally told the same story and swapped each other out. I was in the car, but he had the gun, and yo was driving. I ain't had no gun. I ain't shoot. So Mr. Zachary also gave a statement to the police around the same time in which he stated Mr. Sledge was driving. Mr. Garlington had the gun, and he was in the car. Mr. Zachary was in the car and did not shoot. Dispute as to who had the gun? Yes. All right. That is the long and short of the factual basis of this specific crime. The state's recommendation on this case is a global of 30 years to serve. Boot smoke. That would start out with count one, 30 years to serve. Let's go to the 13 first. What are you recommending on that? The one count of the 13 indictment. 12 years to run concurrent. Excuse me? I'm sorry, 12 months. Yo, Lil D from Cleveland was buying the guns. 12 months to serve. 12 months to serve to run concurrent. All right. Count one on the 15 indictment, participation in criminal street gang, 20 years to serve. Pay attention, y'all. Check these charges. Other people got these same charges and they ain't in jail. Listen, participation in criminal street gang activity, 20 years to serve. Tap the like button. Good morning. It's different. Look, y'all. Aggravated battery, count 2, 10 years to serve. Consecutive. Yo, that's 30 right there, y'all. Just to let you know. Consecutive mean it start when you end the other one. Just to let you know. That's the 30 pack right there. Yeah, y'all be thinking I be playing. Like, yo, these boys supposed to be in jail. I don't care. Like, bro, you can't be out there and be willy-nilly getting caught a lot, bro. Like, that's one of the rules. That consecutive is bad. You want concurrent, meaning that all the time we're starting at the same time. So, big time eat small time. So listen, 10 years to serve consecutive. Listen, y'all, he told and he's still facing this time, though. They ain't jacking the way he told on the, both of them told and canceled each other telling out, y'all. Seriously. All right, look, 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That would be 20 years to serve, concurrent. 20 apiece. 20 apiece, all concurrent. Look at these charges. I'm telling y'all to pay attention so when we hear these charges and other people jack it and you see that they ain't locked up, this is why I'm telling y'all, look, criminal damage to property in the first degree, 10 years to serve concurrent. Criminal damage to property in the second degree, 5 years to serve concurrent. Possession of a firearm, 5 years suspended consecutive. Participation in criminal street gang, 20 years served concurrent. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 20 years concurrent. Criminal damage to property in the first degree, 10 years concurrent. Criminal damage to property, 10 years to serve concurrent. Possession of a firearm, 5 years consecutive. Bro, nah, it ain't as bad as it sounds. All right, so look, the concurrence is null and void. The consecutives is the ones. So to be honest, Holmes got about he got about a 30 pack easy, 40. You feel me? Now he gonna be home before that, but I'm just showing y'all so y'all can see how technically this time stack up, and it's up to the judge on that concurrent or consecutive to really be lenient with you, to be honest. But the charges hold their time. Like, you feel me? You get a range, but once you cross over into being violent, the judge is not going to look out for you and being lenient towards you because you meeting the criteria of what I'm supposed to do. If you cross these certain thresholds, I'm supposed to give you that. Now you come in here with a serious charge and you got nothing else going. It's just that charge, and it might really look like on paper you just got yourself caught up in a jam. But bro, when you stack it up, you threw all of your options for the judge to look out for you out the window, y'all. I'm telling you, just to let you know, you got a combo pack of violence. You ain't just make one bad choice. You continue to make bad choices at a very young age, and it's violent and aggressive. Bro, they slamming doors on guys. I'm telling y'all. We talking about dudes that ain't even making it to be grown men. They getting packed up. 15, 16, 17 for these types of charges, y'all. Straight up. Sent to the clink. You ain't gonna see their ass till they 40. For real. Dudes coming home from, catching robberies as young teenagers and shit. They just coming home. They 35, 40. For real, y'all. When you getting involved with playing with that iron like that, actually banging it at people and stuff like that, keep getting caught with it. You getting caught up in jams, using the joint, and then you got the gang joint on it. Man, that's why I was telling you, yo, these boys wasn't even supposed to have been out on the streets because all of the aggressive people jacket look like this, y'all. Like at some point, almost all these boys' jacket is kind of like the ones that's considered to be the ones that's being charged with some of the violent crimes. All they jackets got a whole bunch of gun possession, robbery, ag assaults, y'all. Seriously. And to be honest, 2 gun possessions, an ag assault, and a robbery, bro. Go walk in front of judge with them charges if you want. Go ahead and go in front that judge, and that's your charges. You got either on your jacket or you got that as a new, regardless of how you come in there. You got them total? Man, I'm telling you, you better not throw no intent to distribute in there, or man. And then some of them got domestics. You got child, man. So look, right? It say Mr. Garlington's 21 years old. He is an Atlanta native. He is the oldest of 4 siblings. His mother's here, and she's been here. Your Honor, often for the last 2 years coming. All right, so basically the lawyer Ray debate with the judge about how they should really sentence him. The judge ain't really jacking it though. Up until this morning, his offer was 20 to serve 15 years. And then it changed to 30 years to serve this morning. So y'all, look what they did to him. He turned the offer down. They offered him 20, serve 15. He turned it down. Then the next day, they switched it to 30 years. Just to show you, they not playing. Look. So when we seeing all these dudes making out this whole time we've been watching this trial, we keep seeing these times where yo got chipped off. Mondo home right now. 4 gun possessions, I believe, y'all. I'm going to upload the paperwork so everybody could download it, and you go through the paperwork yourself and tell me if it's 4 gun possessions. With an ag assault and a robbery on his jacket. And how Holmes ain't do no backup time if you had 5 years backup and you get charged soon as you come home with a new gun charge. That boy stopped saying he ain't got no mystery in his history. That ain't his catchphrase no more. Tell him keep saying it. Yeah, I'm on his heels. Yup. Tell him I'm looking for him too. And I got the flashlight. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking for him. I'm looking for him, y'all. We would like the court to consider the negotiated deal that we have on the 13 SC case to disorderly conduct. My client has contended that they did not have the right person. There was no laptop found. Yeah, he gonna try to finesse y'all. So I just thought this was crazy, y'all, reading through this. Your Honor, my client's issue in this case is that the facts as they were recited by the state. He was jumped at the club. Immediately after he was injured, he went to a cousin's house, and he was there for about 45 minutes. The shooting that took place, the first shooting where there was actually a victim that was shot, my client was not there. He has been telling them that from the beginning. I was not a part of that shooting. I had nothing to do with that. I don't know who was there. I can't tell you who was there. I wasn't there. One of the people in the car, though, said he was a passenger in the car, right? Ms. Bryant, I believe that he put him in the car at the second shooting, not at the first one. At the first shooting, my client doesn't know who was there, who participated in that. He's been saying that from the beginning. And even through our investigation, having this case for 2 years, we've investigated and spoke to victims and witnesses, and the victim in that car case, that first case, had no interest in prosecuting this case at all. It's our understanding that even if we were to go to trial, that witness would not be willing to testify. She didn't see anybody. She didn't see anything. She's not willing to testify that my client did anything to her. However, also in the discovery, there's an eyewitness that was at that first shooting, and he describes the shooter as a person who had dreads. I don't know if the other co-defendants have dreads or not, but I know my client did not. And so that is the only eyewitness that they have at the first shooting. And they identified someone with dreads, which was not my client. My client has and will take responsibility for the shooting that what he was involved in, which was the second one, which took place about an hour and a half after the first one. That is what he was contended from the very beginning, that he went to deal with his injuries. He was upset and he wanted to retaliate. He admits to that. And that's what he wants to take responsibility for. The second shooting. See, the problem is he claiming the second shooting, but he also telling who was with him during the second shooting. Is that Akbar that didn't tell? No. No. That's the aunt. That's the aunt. Got hit in the house. She ain't see nobody. She was in the house. Yeah, the aunt house got hit first. Then they slid to the apartments. Wasn't nobody in there. In the second shooting, Your Honor, I believe my client was aware of the fact that they were not. That's the person's house that they were not aiming at. They knew they weren't there. See, y'all, I told you these boys knew dudes wasn't home when they was banging at people's houses. Remember I said that? I said, yo, they banging at people's houses, bro, but it's like they really ain't want to hit no people. I believe they were out of town and they knew that. So that was just to scare them or whatever it was that they were intending to do. But he has always taken responsibility for that. He wants to take responsibility for that today. When he was interviewed by the officers 2 years ago, he told them that. He admitted to that, and that is the position that he's stuck with since then. The victims in that case, Your Honor, our officer has spoken to them. And they also say that they don't want to prosecute and that they would probably not be very helpful to the state if we were to have a trial. In that case, the only thing that was damaged was actual property to the structure and to the apartment itself. So we would ask the court to take that into consideration. If we were to go to trial, Your Honor, there's about 4 or 5 witnesses that we have that will attest to the fact that my client was not even, that he was with them during the time of that first shooting. My client has given me those names, and he will be prepared to call them if we were to go to trial to discuss that. And Your Honor, just before we move to, we want to talk about the unindicted murder case. It has been stated on several instances, and my client is represented by another attorney on that case. However, we've been in discussion with those attorneys as well. Yes, sir. Here we go, y'all. Mr. Shepard's his attorney in that case. No, Your Honor. Ashley. McMahon. McMahon. Yes. And we have been discussing that case off and on for at least a year, or at least with me in the last year. And there's no proof. The state doesn't have any proof against my client that he's even going to be indicted on this case or has any connection with this case. They're trying to squeeze information out of him that he does not have. Uh-oh. Y'all see what's going on? Good vibe. Salute. I appreciate that, bro. Y'all see what's going on, y'all? They got him on one thing, but they want him for the Donovan Thomas joint. So the lawyer is even telling the judge right now, yo, they ain't got no proof on my man, but they trying to stick him with that other joint. So it's basically a whole bunch of flim-flam been going on. They trying to line Demickey and Garlington up so he'll tell. So look, it says the state doesn't have any proof against my client that he's even going to be indicted on this case or has any connection with this case. They're trying to squeeze information out of him that he does not have. My client has been cooperative from the beginning. He gave a 3-hour interview. Whoa. They sure they be getting guys with these 3-hour interviews. Tap the like button. Salute to everybody in here. Help me get some more people in here. Subscribe. Subscribe. Yeah. What's up with these 3-hour interviews, though? This Demickey and Garlington right here. Yeah, y'all. 3 hours. He gave a 3-hour interview discussing what he does know about this case. This case has been unindicted over 2 years. The judges down in all purpose have been asking for this case to be either indicted or dismissed. Hold on. They talking about Donovan Thomas in 2017 in this paperwork, y'all. The judges down in all purpose have been asking for this case to either be indicted or dismissed. What does that mean, y'all? The judges down in all purpose. What is that? What they mean they've been asking for this case to be indicted or dismissed. If it ain't ready to go, and why would you be wanting it to be indicted or dismissed? What is causing you a problem or something? What is a thorn in your side or something? You feel me? It's an unsolved murder. How could I be forcing you to indict it or dismiss it? You feel me? How? Why? He had a $600,000 bond on this case. Now it's at $50K. Oh yeah, y'all. They drop your bail from $600,000 to $50K. Man, even the dudes in the jail gonna tell you, yo, they ain't got nothing. 2 of the defendants that were named in this case have since been dropped from the case. And so, Your Honor, we just feel that if the state wants to indict him on this murder, they need to do that and prove that he was involved, which they already said that they don't believe he is. Uh-oh. They're just trying to keep him around to help them investigate that murder case. Wow. So the offers they're giving him in this case, which is an aggravated assault and not even a 30 to serve type of case, we would ask the court to consider a 10 to serve 3 sentence. Well, let me go over each one of these like I did with the state so I can get your recommendation. Okay. So basically, y'all, now the defense gets to give some recommendations for the time. So they're going to go through all the charges and look, of course, the defense is not going, he don't want a lot of time. So he trying to get his least time. He trying to get 10. So let's see what happened, y'all. Hold on. I don't even think I read it all the way to the end. I think I stopped. You see what's going on, though? Tap the like button. Salute to everybody in here. Y'all see what's going on, though? Yeah, they worried about this 2017 paperwork, y'all. So they worried about Donovan Thomas. Why they charging them for shooting up the houses, right? They don't have nothing. They admitting it. They don't even have evidence to charge him for the Donovan Thomas. The state is pressuring the judges are pressuring the prosecutors to, either indict it or dismiss it, which I think is kind of interesting. Mr. Garlington places himself as a rider. The co-defendant placed Mr. Garlington placed himself in the car as a rider and Mr. Zachary as having the gun. Mr. Zachary said Mr. Zachary was the rider and Mr. Garlington had the gun. Screenshot. They telling on each other. Hold on, let me blow it up for y'all. Screenshot this, y'all. Look, you got a double combo pack of them telling on each other right there. Look, hold on, let me make it visible. Hold on, I got you, baby cakes. Yeah, screenshot. They double telling on each other, y'all. They cancel telling. Golly. They canceled each other out. They back at neutral again. They back square, they told on each other. That's crazy. They back legit. They told on each other and it canceled. And now they back legit. Look at here. That's amazing. So with reference to the two shootings, I want to make sure I'm understanding what you're presenting to the court. That the first and second shooting, with the reference to the first shooting, the defendant in this case admitted that he was a rider in the vehicle. That is the state's understanding of the evidence. What is that based on? That is based on an interview that he gave to the detectives in June. Do you have that interview? I do. All right. Can you play that interview? Let's confirm that. Can I do what? Look at it now. And I want to confirm that he admits with reference to the first shooting that he was a passenger. I can. I have to go back to my office. Ms. Bryant, do you have access to that? Your Honor, I believe there was a link to the media. Was that part of the 3-hour interview? Uh-huh. There's a link that is where that actual interview is, but in clarification with my client is saying that he admitted to being a passenger in the car for the shooting that he participated in. His understanding during the interview was that they did not break out that there were two shootings. He was not aware of the first one. He thought that they were referencing the one that he admitted from the beginning he was involved in. So he didn't realize that there were two separate shootings until after the interview, the court. And that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm not going to bellabore it. What? I'll move on. But when you present stuff, I'm going to follow up. I'm going to follow up with specificity. Yeah. Specificity. What? Which means that I'm not going to read the record. I'm going to rely on what counsel presents in open court. But I'm a good listener, and I will remember what you say, and I'm on your ass. So with reference to the two shootings, there seems to be the defendant's position is he was not there for the first one. Correct. The second one, he was there as a passenger. Yes, Your Honor. The state's position is the first shooting, the defendant says he was a passenger, but another defendant says that he was the shooter. That's correct, Your Honor. And with reference to the second shooting, there is a co-defendant who also says the defendant was the shooter. Same testimony. Yes, Your Honor. And I can understand how maybe this interview is a long interview. They're talking about a lot of different things. Maybe Mr. Garlington thought that they were talking about something else, but from the detective's perspective and what they're asking about, it was clear they were talking about two different ones. I understand if that's what Mr. Garlington's position. All right. Mr. Garlington is also asking for first offender treatment. Yes, Your Honor. All right. Mr. Garlington, you're advised of following concerning the first offender sentence that you are requesting, and I have to read this to you. Yeah. Yeah, y'all. Hold on. What else we got? Hold on, y'all. Let me put it together. Let me see what they got. What? 10 years served 3. 10 years served 3. 10 years served 3. 5 years suspended. We cover them all? Whoa. Yes, sir. Is there anything else? No, sir. Yes, sir, Your Honor. That he have no contact with co-defendants Antonio Sledge or Quindarius Zachary. That he have absolutely zero gang activity. That goes for flashing colors, flashing signs, any social media presence that he not associate with any gang members whatsoever. Yo, it's not illegal to be in a gang, though. Court also sentences you that you are to have no contact with your co-defendants, Sledge or Zachary. You are to participate in no. All right, yeah. Judge, is that Facebook, Snapchat? What? What is that? All social media. There anything else? No, Your Honor. All right, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. All right. All right. Cheryl D. Gilliam. All right, y'all. Yeah, we made it through, y'all. That's Demikian Garlington and Zachary telling on each other, y'all. Plea deals, 2017. They've been working. They've been working. So how Mondo on the street, though, with four gun charges? Hold on. It don't stop there. Antonio Slade. That boy ain't named Sled. Hold on, bro. Who made this paperwork, bro? This paperwork fake? Ain't no way. They typing dudes' names fake, phony on the paper? Ain't no way, bro. Hold on, bro. Let me find out. Slade? All right, let's get to it, though, y'all. Whoever, Antonio Slade, man. They actually called him Mr. Slade in the paperwork. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Nah. Hell no, bro. What's up with this paperwork, yo? They really calling the dude his wrong name? In open court? Yeah, Sledge. It's even typed Sledge in the other paperwork. This court reporter crazy. This stenographer crazy. Straight up. That don't even make no sense. Hold on, y'all. How this make it to the paperwork incorrect like that? Uh-oh. We got fish sticks. We got paperwork that ain't real. The G left out. Nah, bro. His name's spelled totally different. It's an E. E and a G missing, man. Something ain't right. Tap the like button. Salute to everybody in here. I appreciate you being here. Straight up. If you new, type something in the chat. Let us know where you from. Yeah, fish sticks, bro. Look, I seen typos before, but not consecutive. I never seen somebody's name be continuously spelled wrong in paperwork. So that's a little bit tricky. All right. So it's right. It's 3 times already. All right. Yeah, to change a letter and miss a letter is kind of weird with misspelling. Seriously, like they missing a letter and they changed the letter. So like, I mean, so we supposed to think the G key don't work and the E and the A not even close. Yeah, like, nah, bro. I know I could tell when somebody just type a typo mistake versus somebody really typing Slade. But let's keep it going. If somebody did make this paperwork, I ain't gonna lie, they went through hell to even type this type of stuff up. Be honest. It's crazy. You right, 808. All right, so let's see. You can lower your hand. Will you state to you? All right, look, let's get to it. Is there any medication? How old are you, sir? 36. How far did you go in school? 10th grade. Did you graduate 10th grade? Yo, they killing me with that graduate 10th grade. No. Are you able to read? Yes, sir. You understand that in this case, you are charged with the following: participation in criminal street gang, ag assault, criminal damage to property, possession of a firearm, participation in criminal street gang, ag assault, deadly weapon, criminal damage, first degree, possession of firearm during commission of a felony. Yes, sir. Do you understand you have a right to plead either guilty or not guilty to these charges? Yes, sir. And if you plead guilty or remain silent, you may receive a jury trial. Yes, sir. Have you received the waiver of rights form in this case with your attorney? Yes, sir. Is that your signature saying you've reviewed the document with your attorney? Yes, sir. All right, let's go ahead and spin it, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. All right. All right. Getting through the stipulations, y'all. Hold on. Let me make sure I ain't missing nothing. Hold on, y'all. I gotta skip to the good part. This part just to, How do you plead to the charge on count 1, participation in a criminal street gang activity? Guilty. Hey, yo, this why this boy facing 1,000,000 years. All right, bro. So look, Antonio Sledge is waiting to testify, and his sentencing is based on how he testifies in the YSL trial, right? He the only one like that. To where as though, and he coming. That's why somebody sent me this paperwork, because Antonio Sledge is coming up soon. That's Moon Tunk. Now, people been said Holmes was telling, though. What are y'all talking about in the stream? What y'all talking about? It's still win his case. The win was irrelevant. Yeah, Mondo. Nah, did you hear what I said about Mondo? Nah, I don't remember nothing Mondo said because he ain't important. Did you hear what I said about Mondo? I'm way more important than Mondo. As far as YSL, hell yeah. I'm way more important. So, hey, baby girl, respectfully, I'm gonna need you to pay attention to what I be saying over him. You being disrespectful to me. I'm gonna keep it real. As far as this YSL thing, technically people should be quoting shit I'm saying instead of yo, to be honest, if we weighing it out. To be honest, I put in way more work, so you being disrespectful even bringing that goofball up. Holmes has nothing pertinent to talk about this trial. What you need to do is ask that boy how the hell he got 4 gun possession charges. How he got out off a 10-year bid that he did 5 years on, and he ain't do no goddamn backup time with a new charge. Yeah, that's what you need to be talking about with Mondo. Yeah, I don't think you want to bring that boy name up around me. And every time he talk tough, ask him about E-Band. Every time he talked about somebody else, say, yo, no, talk about Eban. Yeah, bring that attention over here, cowboy. Straight up. He want to talk about Woody. He ain't no better than Woody, and I proved it. Matter of fact, here we go, back on his ass, right back on his ass. This Ramondo Crenshaw's paperwork, y'all. Look, possession of a firearm. Count the dates. 2023. Hold on, let's see if I remember the years he got him. He got possession in 2014, 19, 23, and 2021. Am I right? 14, 2021, 19, and 20. All right, here you go right here, 23. Let's see if I remember off the top of my head, y'all. Look, Oh, he got some null processes on the paperwork too, y'all. 2014, gun possession. Oh. 13. Null process on the gun possession in 13, y'all. 2013, null process on gun possession. 2013, null process on the gun possession. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, there go another one. Count the dates. Count the dates. 2019. Count the dates. Null process. Another one. I don't know why these boys be coming up here, man. Tell them boys stop playing, bro. Whoa, that boy got hijacked in a motor vehicle. 2011. That boy got hijacked, and I've been letting him slide. That boy got a hijack and a motor vehicle charge. Bro. 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 Yo. Bro. Robbery with a hijack. Oh, bro. Yo, they separate too. I be giving them the benefit of the doubt and making sure that these are total different events. I'm making sure that these ain't charges they just try to stack up. So every time I name one, y'all, these is different events. You understand? These is this not, these are all the charges you got that day. You got charged with. No, each one of these are separate events, y'all. I'm not dirtbagging him. No, I'm giving him benefit. Yes, all I'm pointing out is the different times Joe got busted with a surge charge. This shit, man. Like, I'm being lenient, if you notice. I'm skipping some. He got some things that I ain't even tripping about that. I'm pointing out the hot spots. Straight up. Look, I didn't skip Mad Jones. Look at that. Your paperwork is fishtails. Yeah. That boy used to live at 6200 Bakers Ferry Road. You ain't still over there, is you, bull? Hey, bull, you ain't still over there on Bakers Ferry, is you? Apartment 615. I hope you ain't. I hope you ain't. Maybe. Hold on. Yo, is he Spanish? Think we might want to call Beefus. Call your grandfather. His grandfather named Beefus. Hey, Beefus. Javar still stay with you? Your grandfather named Beavis in Butthead. That's crazy. Yo, do y'all see this? Yo, grandfather is really Beavis in Butthead. Yo, that boy named Beavis. The country version. That's crazy, cuz. Hey, yo, somebody called Beavis, though, bro. He had 195 Griffin Street, Northwest. Surely Grandpop still stay there. We could go around there. I guarantee if we sit there for a minute, we gonna run into Javar's. Hell yeah. I bet it. I bet it. I bet it. David Bernard, that's your bro? David Bernard, what do you? Oh, Enrique Fernandez. Whoa, Enrique got megaphone numbers. God damn, Enrique, what the hell you be trapping? He 85 years old with all them phone numbers? That boy getting money. That boy getting chickens. He getting the chicken. Nilsa Santos Fernandez. Is he related to these people? Orlando Vasquez. Is it these his peoples? Onika Vida Vasquez. Xavier Carlos Milan. Johnny Jermaine Anthony. Emma Kate. Oh, that ain't. Oh, look, he got a regular ass Emma Kate at the end. She ain't black. Ain't no Emma Kate Smith. Hell no, she ain't. There ain't no black lady. Emma Kate. Xavier DeAndre Smith. All right, we ain't got no more Spanish. All right, hold on. Winford, Orlando, that boy country to the mind. Winford. Yeah. I had to give it a spin real quick. Yo, Maria Rodriguez, Malia. Yeah, we back at it. Hold up. All right, y'all. We got out of there. Hold on, what's this? Oh, this is a new number? Oh, that's a landline. I should call that? Hold up. Espinoza. Andale. Framando. Framando. Hold up, y'all. Hold tight. We going back to the paperwork, y'all. Hold tight. We had to take a segue while I was thinking about it. Oh, I mean, goddamn numbers. Framando. Damn. Oh. Explique español. All right, y'all. My bad. Let me get back to it. Yo, tell Fernando I'm looking for him, bro. And I got the flashlight. We on that ass. I might pop up. Oh, this the address? This current. What? 195 Griffin? Swear to God. Siri, how long it take to 195 Griffin Street, Northwest Atlanta? How long it take? Huh? Oh, no, we got a different address. No, scratch that. 2347 Baywood Drive. We got all types of addresses around this bitch. Fuck it, y'all. We gonna spread out. We gonna hit all of these houses at the same time. God damn. Niggas said they gonna hit all the houses at the same time. That is crazy. I don't think you want regular people popping up like that, bro. Hold up. Tap the like button, y'all. Salute to y'all, man. Straight up. I'm in here. Hold on. We getting back to it. Yo, my bad, y'all. I just had to let Mondo know. It ain't a game. My bad. I got sidetracked. Imagine if that was really my job, though, to just be on your ass. E-Band judge told them Thursday to come to a resolution. How you know? That's what the YouTube sector told you to talk about, Charlotte? So you couldn't help yourself. The Young Thug gossip mill. That's what's going on in there. The judge whispered to the defense in the state that they should make some plea deals or come to some type of resolutions when the camera went off. And everybody just keep wanting to bring it like that's what the news is. Hey, Charlie, you know who Kente is? It's irrelevant. That's the point. It's a dumb question. If you don't know who Kente is, it's irrelevant. These the same people that was talking to you months ago and making you believe that these boys was ready to get slam dunked when there wasn't no evidence. So now we want to listen to them bringing up plea deals. These are the same people that wasn't even thinking he could get a plea deal. They all over the place. They wasn't trying to get Thug home. Most of these people in media was talking about how many bodies it was and how they was going to go down and how the gangs of Atlanta is terrible and Thug really was out there in the streets. For real. They was believing the bullshit narratives. Now y'all listening to them bring up the fact that Shorty mentioned when the camera was going off. They ratting. Why you telling us what's going on when the camera going off? Mind your business. That's for obviously the people that was in the courtroom. So why they sneak and give us phony information, y'all? They don't tell us everything that happened when the camera off, but they tell us what they want to tell us. So is they friend or foe? Nah, shit. Fuck wrong with you? Stop playing. They lames. Hey, lady, I asked you a question, though. Charlotte, you was there. Pull up then. Why was you in the court? You was in the court? All right, pull up. We got other questions. We don't care about that part. So if you was in the court, we got other questions. It's crunch time, baby. What's up? Pressure. I love you, too. I love you. Since you was there, hell yeah, that's tight. You know who Kente is? Since you've been in the courtroom, I'm sure you heard Kente name enough. Who's Kente? Hi, baby girl. This your first time commenting, but you watch my channel every day? I don't believe you. And you got petty in your name, so I gotta block you, baby. Respectfully. Now, matter of fact, I ain't gonna block you, but respectfully, don't type no more. You got petty in your name. We don't do that. If that's your real last name, sorry. But the trolls got that last name, so technically, you should be Nicole P. on the internet, because that real name sounds a little bit odd. But salute to you, baby girl. Mwah. Good morning. I appreciate you being here. And you ain't had to tell. This was your first time. If you watch the channel every day, you wouldn't have to type that. I appreciate you if you ain't a troll. Hey, wait a lady. Hey, Charlotte, you do know who Kente is? Tell me more. Tell me more, baby. Why everybody else always answer? A middle GA player. I respect you answering, but don't. When I asked that question, that wasn't for you. I said the name. Didn't I put a name on the question? I respect you, though, middle GA. I appreciate you answering that. That wasn't for you, though. So you technically trying to help somebody, and you out of pocket. So I should step on you for answering it, because it wasn't meant for you. It's a test for somebody else. Straight up. So, yeah, don't do that again. And a real person that know who Kente is wouldn't even pull that move, GA. So you must be a lame. You can't be from the streets. If you was from the streets and you heard me G-check Shorty like that, checking to see if she knew who Kente was, you would have never chimed in to cut it off and nip it and give her the information. So respectfully, you a whole whore. off top. We could just address it. That was a bitch move. You feel me? Nobody wasn't even talking to you. You was minding other people's business. That's crazy, middle GA. But salute to you though, cuz. Yo was ear hustling. Yo was ear hustling. That's dirty. Yeah, they gonna be here, y'all. I purposely triggered them. It's a turkey giveaway. I knew what today was gonna be. I knew I pulled up wanting smoke, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be informative smoke though. Yeah, I expected it. Yeah, it's Friday anyway. I knew they was gonna be hungry today. Especially after that last night. After how they came last night, they was mad last night, y'all. If you ain't see the live stream from last night, I had them old school mad. Yeah, we talking about they were pissed. Yes, I had them heated like never before. I had them heated like never before last night. I'm talking about them boys. They was hurt. They was hurt. Yeah, they was hurt. They was hurt about that. And it ain't no game. Ain't no game. I meant that too. I meant that. I had to erase it so the goofballs don't go back and watch it and try to flag me. You feel me? That's why I erased it. And I did record part of it, and I would have posted it, but I really don't be into trying to make content based off these turkeys. I really do that live, like really for us. I ain't really trying to build no rapport off of those types of streams, y'all. I promise. I don't even like somebody going back and being able to play it for, getting a misconception. You understand? But I'm standing on everything I said. Yeah, don't sleep. Yeah, don't sleep. I'm standing on what I said, but somebody might pull in and get the wrong context. So sometimes I erase those live streams because I don't even feel like, you feel me? But for those who was there, yeah, it was a goddamn party. Straight up. But once I get like that, I'm addressing it in the context, so I don't want nobody new to stumble upon it and not understand what's going on. Because you can easily pop up and get offended. You should see some of the comments. You know what I mean? Yo, you don't know what you talking about Atlanta. You don't know what you talking about. You feel me? They getting offended by stuff they ain't even, and I get it. You don't even know. You don't even know. I would rather you be there when I'm really doing it so you can challenge it in real time. Because technically, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's a thin line between when I'm reaching versus I'm saying fact and you just don't like what I'm saying. I know the line. Sometimes I push people buttons just to kind of, oh, they want to be mad about something. Let's say something that's gonna make them mad. Um, yeah, we just be having fun with it. It's interesting to see the times they come in though. So yesterday we was bringing up the idea of the elite. Who remember me talking about the black elite and how that made people go a little bit nutty yesterday? Y'all remember that kind of spent people out of control yesterday. Me, me, presenting the idea that maybe the Williams family had chose to work with the elite, and they possibly means we shouldn't be rooting them on because we're not, welcomed into the same community. I just presented that idea, and they got pretty upset. They got super upset, y'all. I'm talking about unbelievably. Yeah, I deleted it. It wasn't needed. What he might be charged later for not. No, I don't think nobody ever gonna get charged for it. Yo, we watching How to Get Away with Murder. You're watching a case of How to Get Away with Murder. First, you need the subject, to have some miscellaneous beefs going on, right? Then you go there and lay the foundation for some different motives. Smoke them. Send multiple people down there to point the finger at other people. Let the investigation involve. Send some more people down there to point the finger at the wrong people. Throw their whole investigation off. Keep doing it on rinse, wash, repeat until you confuse them so much they done goddamn indicted the wrong people a couple times, got a whole bunch of wrong info, and they just floating around with their goddamn head up their ass. Straight up. Then, if you finally do make it to the stand, renege. You watch How to Get Away with Murder, y'all. For real. Just like the TV show, an elaborate, drawn-out way of how to beat murder because of the lack of investigation skills. For real. And all the police in all our cities work like this. Now, if you catch that one super cop that's going to be able to break the code, yeah, it's going to go to jail. But for the most part, bro, you could beat bodies like this, straight like this, and we all watching it. Straight like this. The premeditated, yes. Somebody go down there, off rip, spin him. Off rip. You see what he did? Went down there and spent him first night. Now, some could argue that was intentional. Now, I would argue if it was, whoever came up with that, they're a goddamn genius. Keep in mind, Kente know Quinn. Quinn is homicide, a veteran. So if you needed to know how to get away with it, I mean, don't sleep. Don't sleep. How many times can you pull it off? That's where you get the people that fall and get the little, the in-betweens where it didn't work. See, look, this the thing though, Tommy. The people at the top of the pyramid, they not gonna get caught up. So that's why they playing the game. Now, I'm speculating right now, but do you understand that people that want to get somebody touched, they do set up elaborate schemes so it don't come back to them. So you just got to create these little barriers where as though it's other options so they just can't focus on you. Even though they did, if y'all look at the investigation, they still couldn't. Look what they came up with all that focus. And I think that's because somebody premeditatedly did it the right way. For real. Seriously. I don't know. I be trying to keep it real and not speak like, you know what I mean, like in an incriminating fashion. But if you step back and look, I mean, I keep telling y'all, this boy strategically evaded leaving a blueprint of a dollar bill. Nigga, that's planned. And I told y'all the level of goddamn mind it takes to understand this. Somebody had to pre-tell you. I'm telling you. Or that boy would have got caught up. I'm telling you, I'm talking about somebody warning you all the time. No receipts. Don't buy nothing. I'm telling you, these people can't find nothing. That's on purpose, y'all. Nigga, good murderers leave hints and trails, receipts and shit. What is this? Yes, just like somebody that puts you with a lawyer to tell you how to defend yourself so you don't get caught beforehand, y'all. It was almost like somebody took you to Brian Steele in 2013 and he had to sit down. This is how you don't go to jail. Well, Kente had that talk with Brian Steele. And you feel me? I'm telling y'all, bro, like this level of protection in moving around and understanding how to move, goddamn lawyer-based, in-house. Like your sister a lawyer or something. You feel me? Like somebody that's around you all the time is seeing you make moves and telling you, nah, yo, don't do that like that. Not nobody that just see you from a distance. No, we talking about somebody that's right there. Because this is too tight. Now, I've been shying away from that. You know, kind of, I ain't trying to go down that lane of, bro, dudes could be sophisticated and they real slick. It's chess. Yo, when you out there, y'all, a lot of people playing checkers, y'all, just to let you know. Yeah, a lot of people playing a light game. So if you can step it up to a real high level skill set of playing the game, you can outsmart the shit out the streets. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This isn't a chess move, sir. This is street foolishness. Republic Room. It's going to take more thinking and words to try to debunk what I'm chopping up right now and presenting. So respectfully, try again. You don't know me. Stand down. You can't talk like me. So unless you're going to have something skillfully thought out the type, stand down. You ain't fucking with me. Relax. Don't make me step on you, though. Seriously. You certainly can. Nah, fuck what you could do. Fuck you. Straight like that. Nah. We don't even give a fuck about you. You shooting shots and you negative. Just go and dip off. Fuck you. Straight like that. You don't even deserve to be, in retaining this content. You try and come in, whatever you've been typing is fuck shit. Leave. You listen to me. Fuck you. Stop. Look, I already jumped out early and put it in the sand how I'm rocking. I don't like your style. So go ahead about your business. What you think about the street guys paying for spiritual protection and taking spiritual baths? I like that, Tommy. Look how Republic folded, y'all. Keep typing. That's why I jumped out there like that. So anybody was like, whoa, he just jumped out crazy. Why he do that? Because it was an op. Look at her. I seen it was an op. They was trying, you feel me? It's abnormal. First off, people putting emojis in a goddamn name, they dying for attention, first off. So you could just go ahead and mark them out like that. Yeah, they want to be seen. Easy. Easy. Bye. Easy. Yeah. Tap the like button. Ha ha. Step your game up. You got to be quicker than that. You got to be quicker than that. Yeah, just to let y'all know, I'm a troll hunter. So when they come in talking frivolous, all right. So let's get back to this paperwork, y'all. I needed a break anyway. I was smoking, and I ain't feel like reading at the moment. Look, you still want to interject your opinion. Look at this person, y'all. I already told y'all, look at the type of words this person is using. I already spotted it and told the person to leave. Look what the person doing now. I asked this person to leave. Look. So people don't respect your wishes when you ask them to leave nice, but they complain and say you're not letting them type their opinion when you block them. Like this is a conflict of interest. I asked this person to leave nice. Anybody say bye twice, you know they got a low IQ and a mental problem. I ain't even gonna lie. We had this problem yesterday with somebody to leave out the door, say bye, and then you turn around, they still at the door saying bye. You like, hold on. I just said bye. What happened? I thought you left. Terrible, bro. They just was mad that the numbers was going up on the day off with the trial. That's all right. The whole point is to try to cut me off while I'm in rhythm. So some people will jump out the stream. What they don't realize is I'm trying to keep the people that don't jump. So go ahead, challenge me so I can make some people realize, oh no, I'm fucking with Holmes. Holmes a goddamn shark. Holmes eating people live in this bitch. Yeah, so go ahead and jump in the chat and say something stupid so I can show how quick and goddamn adamant. Seriously, so I can show off. I dare you. It's like I'm a goddamn a seal or something. Throw one of them little ass fishes around here. Watch this shit. Straight up, I feel like we at SeaWorld or some shit. Go ahead, I dare you throw one of them little motherfuckers up around this bit. Nah, Nicole. Yo, seriously, I'm looking for the people that actually listen. So you helping me. Because reading paperwork, a lot of people could do that. Who the fuck gonna jump on somebody in the chat ass fresh off of that paperwork? Like in the middle of it, I'm reading and you do something dumb and I hop on your ass like a tiger at the zoo on one of them dumbass goddamn pedestrians getting too close to the cage. Straight up. Seriously, man. So I don't know why. I've been understanding what this is it's a posted show. Now the highway sign said Young Thug Trial. When you hit the exit, you in posted land. Gotcha. Dummy. Dummy. Yeah. See, them other channels don't even know. They picked up the formula, but they went the wrong route. I swear to God. They stole the formula and took the wrong exit. Dummy. But salute to the people that is here. We don't need fake inflated numbers with a whole bunch of people that's just trying to put your narrative and control the news source. We didn't successfully prove that they can't come over here and control the narrative because we informed. Y'all ain't noticed that? Yeah, this the one YSL chat where you can't come with motherfucking gossip. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. If I don't catch it, somebody in the chat gonna question it. Straight like that. It's the only one. The other ones, they gonna let you linger because they milk. I'm stepping on shit. I don't give a fuck who you could be somebody that's a full-time supporter. I'm stepping you coming this bitch trying to push some type of false narrative. Can't name green, gray, blue, black. Cause I got tired of saying phony narratives when I go search something up. And I start questioning. Yo, how is people even reporting on these types of subjects like this? It's a whole bunch of clowns and turkeys. This what the people be watching? For years, I was minding my business, not watching no goddamn news networks for rap or none of that. Dudes used to come in the studio saying some of the oddest things. Some of the stuff I used to try to tell them, yo, that's not even real. I know for sure. Dudes would show me little videos. I'm like, yo, that's not real. Then I had a proof that it wasn't real. Somebody I know popped up on TMZ. Yeah. And I figured the play out. Oh, that was a goddamn paid script. Yo, connected. Because at the same time, this person that just got their video on MTV. See, these the secrets that y'all don't know about that go behind the scenes in the smoke and mirrors of the fuck shit. Yeah, this is stuff they don't tell you. Yeah. So a dude I know got in a fake-ass fight with somebody with Future at the airport. Now, I see the video. I wait till I see yo. Yo, what happened at the airport? Knowing Holmes was going to spin. It's my man's, but he don't want me to know the truth because I'm going to say something. So Holmes beats around the bush, but don't tell me the truth because he knew I knew that shit was fake. Yeah. Seriously. Seriously. I caught back then. Yeah, y'all remember whatever year that was. Yup. My man was with him. I remember to see it. When somebody sent it to me, I remember this ass yo when I seen him. Oh, what happened at the airport, bro? Holmes gave me a whole spin story, bro. On some, bluff though. Fluffed it out to me. On some, it wasn't so bluff though. We don't even talk like that. Holmes supposed to told me, though, that was some such and such who it was, all that. Yo ain't do none of that, bro. I knew it was flim flam. I just let him slide. Knew it was marketing. But do he want to tell me? He not going to tell me because he know how I rock. I ain't no rat, but I ain't for fake shit. So it's like a weird thing. I'm going to tell niggas, yo, that shit fake. I ain't snitching because the people think that it's real. So I feel like, yo, hold on, yo, the people need to know that all this stuff is fake. Half the people wouldn't be doing what they be doing if they knew it was fake. Dudes wouldn't be riding behind rappers or vouching for them in the streets if they knew dudes was doing all this phony shit. They wouldn't. This person from the streets and is on the other side of it though. His success depends on these types of moves. Do he want to come out and rock with me when I tell somebody, yo, that shit fake? Hey, Tess, tell him how that shit was fake. He ain't going, man. I ain't making this up, y'all. But hey, it's up to you if you want to believe. The question turns into which part's real and which part's fake. And you could lean towards more definitely being fake. I mean, how the hell niggas is Cash Money with fake jewels? Cash Money billionaires and millionaires with fake jewelry. I mean, since 9/6. Mind you, nobody ever said that you had to be super uber rich in the first place. Mind you that. So a lot of this faking is unnecessary, y'all. Keep it real. Suspension of disbelief. Salute to everybody in here. Good morning. It's a different Friday. We read through one paperwork, but I kind of stopped on this one because I wanted to take a break and address what was going on while I smoked this Chiba. Salute to y'all. Good morning. We blessed in here today. Yeah, I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate the people that been sending me emails too. I see you. All right, what's been going on the internet, y'all? I'm about to get back to this paperwork, but let me get this smoke in me. If you new here, type something in the chat. I appreciate you being here for real, especially if you ain't a troll. Like, I got love for everybody in the chat. Like, you got cyber credit with me. Like, yeah, I believe you to be like official until you do some weird stuff. And even if you do something weird, I really don't, it's not that bad unless you really trying to like hinder the content. I don't mind. You can talk about my teeth. You know what I mean? Say I'm in a wheelchair, all that type stuff. You can get busy. Yeah. Tell me my suits don't fit, all that. Straight up. All that's fair game. Don't come in here promoting, running commercials for another channel. Although, if you're not trolling with it, you can say where you got this shit from. If you genuine about what you talking about and you really not trying to run the commercial, it's legit. Straight up. You come in and say, yo, I seen this on this page and I thought you should see it. And it's really genuine, like you're not intending to run a commercial. That's real. It's obvious at this point, y'all, who really is trolling versus who not. You understand? In a wheelchair? What you think? I mean, you're not a fan if you think I'm in a wheelchair. So I wore a whole green suit and stood up. I bought a whole suit so I could stand up and stun on the niggas who said I'm in a wheelchair. So, I mean, I ain't gonna do it again because I ain't tripping. But I did figure I wanted to get the whole suit. I had a whole green one now. So niggas ain't saying shit. And I two-stepped. So I'm on cam standing up. Next, I mean, it's like they try to measure what's in between my legs. They try to size me up. They want my height, my body weight, my shoulder width, my arm length, my shoe size. Hey, federal. Golly. The jail don't even size you up like this. They give you your shit too small or too big. These dudes trying to get me hemmed up for real. Yo, they try to hem me. Listen, yeah, yo, you know somebody trying to get you hemmed up if they try to get your exact sizes, bro. Poro, just leave, bro. Just leave, bro. That was improper. That was improper what you did yesterday, bro. So you coming back to ask what you did wrong? Respectfully leave. I ain't blocking you, but I'm asking you not to type no more because your kind not warranted. No, I'm not explaining nothing. You know what you did. You trolling now. Leave. Don't type no more or you the police. We got positive vibes. We done. That was yesterday. We ain't even tripping about it. But you can't be here no more. But you're not blocked. So don't type no more. Respectfully. You lost your credibility. You gotta leave. Yeah. Salute. Yo, so paperwork is mean. Dudes is gonna be sad. You got Mondo running around talking about Woody, but he told Mondo ain't right. He tried to run around the bushes talking about that situation with Fanny. He fumbled. Oh, they mad. I wonder what they mad about. What I talk about that made him this mad? Damn. I lied? Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I lie? Nah, we just waiting on them IP address. Yeah. They mad today though. I knew it. I got them riled up yesterday, y'all. Yeah. They still, they buns hurt. Yeah. I got them teed off. Yo, and shout out to the zesty people. Straight up. Shout out to all the people that got fruit in their drawers. Yeah. Shout out to all the people that got fruit in their drawers. You heard? Yeah, I know y'all paid informants, bro. I know who you is, bro. I got your whole jacket, cuz. You might want to relax. You might want to relax, small dog. You might want to relax. Yeah. And I'm in the city, baby. You don't want no smoke. I see you. Yeah. That thumbnail must got him hurt. That thumbnail must got him hurt today. They chafing. Yo, why people worry about me, y'all, if I stay in my own zone? Like, I don't see what they doing, but they know what I'm doing. I ain't gonna lie, I'm like a boogeyman. Straight up. I ain't even know. I'm spooky as hell out here. I got them shaking in their boots still. Yo, imagine being on somebody's mind for years. Years. Like, seriously, groups of people that stroll the internet and you busted them and they still monitor you because they federal agents and they connected to universal records. And the weird part about it, I mean, you exposed the connection to the streets. How these fake gang leaders is using these resources and it's all connected. I've been exposed it and they still showing face. That's crazy. They still lurking. I don't go see them. I've been proved my point and left them alone. Went and did all types of work. I went stepping on other people. Yeah, causing rambunctious activity in other areas. Hell yeah, I be going around raising hell. Hell yeah, y'all ain't checked it out? Man, steamrolling these punks. For real. I'm not even bragging right now, y'all. I ain't even bragging. It's actually crazy. If this was college football, man, this program is the shit. We on like a goddamn 3-4 year run. We stepping on calm. They scared. For real. Like you talking about, bro, I've been going up against companies, military, and police. For real. Who y'all think these groups of people is? What? You ain't never seen no regular people go this goddamn hard on trying to sabotage somebody? I ain't making this shit up and I ain't no victim. I've been stepping. Stepping. While they pop up defending the people that work for the federal agents. That's how I noticed them. They spent too much time trying to control the narrative about the federal agents. That's how I noticed them. Yeah, they was claiming that they resonated with us. I peeped they move. Yeah, this they move, y'all. They try to put people around you that claim they resonate with you. Yeah, listen, similar connections. They find out little tidbits about you and then send somebody around you that they got already working for them that resonate with some of the stuff you talking, so they can seem like they vibe with you, right? They gonna come around and turn into a yes man. Yeah, yo, you the shit, root you on, so they could get closer, right? Then they gonna play the 50 and try to backdoor you, sabotage. Yup, sabotage. I peeped it. They think they slick. So that's the same people been fucking around for years, y'all. Trying to hinder the process, just trying to throw a monkey wrench in the growth. I'm on their ass. They can't handle me. And then the weird thing about it is one of them gonna get smoked in real life. Yup. Yo went too far for his handlers. Now he can't even come back in the city. But he won't talk on the internet about that. He won't talk on the internet about that. It's a dude in my city can't even come in the city no more. Tell that boy post a picture showing his face in Baltimore City. Uh-oh. Yeah. See, it's different. What happened to them stickers on them doors? What happened to all of that? Sure got quiet. Got real quiet. Real quiet. I'm still genuine. Same OG. I'm still genuine. The same OG. Didn't cop out to the algorithm. Didn't sell out to one of these companies. And I ain't fold on the content I wanted to make. But them, they ain't even safe in the city no more. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Hit these. Yeah. So, yo, pay attention, bro. We exposing this part of the game. This part of the game. They mad right now. We seen them before. Yo, we remember all of the weird plays that these people try to do. They try to come back and act like they was cool, all types of motion. Bro, they weirdos, bro. We don't rock with them, bro. We don't rock with them. We in our own zone, bro. Let them do them. I know one thing, though. Ain't no more stickers on no doors. Yo, what we covering, though, that got them so upset, though? I mean, is it the fact that I start incorporating the black elite? I mean, it seemed like over the last 2 days. Is it that title I ran yesterday? It heated up yesterday, though. And that title was kind of wild. That's wild. What the title was? They stay getting in their feelings about them titles, don't they? But if a dude using metaphors, how you know I'm talking to you? Why you mad? If I'm talking vague. Be careful. Don't let that title make you jump out your seat. See, if you come into a crowd full of people, right, and you can't tell who's who, what if you just had something where you said it, it'll make certain people stand up, and then you know exactly who they is? It's like, I know somebody in the crowd is a hater. How can I peep them out? What if I just said something out loud that'll make them say, hey? You like, oh, there you go right there. Tell my man, yo, make sure you jot down them seat numbers where they sitting at, cuz, because those was haters. So, I don't know. I want y'all to pay attention, yo, to the people that pop up that's mad. I don't know why they so upset. We just talking about the trial. You dig? Ain't nothing different. We went over some paperwork early. It's Friday, if you ain't know. I'm maxing and relaxing. Yeah. I'm maxing and relaxing. Salute to Aubrey for that cash app, too. Straight up, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm in here maxing and relaxing, man. We got them real mad today. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Forever I love Atlanta. But no, it's LA. Look right. Yeah. Got patches on cardigans now. We doing patches now. They gonna have to step their game up, y'all. Yeah, we ain't just doing. They worried about what I be saying. They need to start worrying about how I'm chopping it up on this fashion over here. Tell them get together. Tell them to get it together. That's what they need to do. It don't matter where it come from. Put it together. Man, tell them step their game. That's what the hell they need to be doing. That's what they need to be doing. That's what they need to be doing. Straight up. Don't worry about me. I don't even see you, cuz. Don't worry about me. Yeah. All right. Let's get back to it. Mr. Garlington and Mr. Sledge were at a club called Club Crucial on Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway earlier in the evening when members of a preface this by saying Mr. Garlington, Mr. Sledge, and Mr. Zachary at this time were members of a gang called YSL, or Young Slime Life, that at some point had been affiliated with Blood's Blood Criminal Street Gang. What? There had been a falling out carrying from the fall of 2014 into 2015. This, for lack of better term, gang war was going on at this time. Mr. Garlington was jumped at the club by members of a rival gang, Aaron Mills, Dominic Carter, and others that are members of a gang which is a subset of F Gang. What? Or Family Bloods. What? What? Which is a gang that the dispute was going on with at the time. When Mr. Garlington was jumped and assaulted at the club, a decision was made with Mr. Sledge. They called Mr. Zachary, the co-defendant, to retaliate in some way. We believe the evidence will show that Mr. Sledge drove the vehicle. Mr. Garlington and Mr. Zachary were inside the vehicle with weapons, and they first drove by Adele Ave, the specific address 1428 in Atlanta, which is located in Fulton County. And that location right there was at the time and still is the home of Darren Mills and his mother, and at least one of his sisters and one of his cousins, and is an address that he actually used and stayed at the time. Again, he was one of the individuals that had assaulted Mr. Garlington earlier at the club. So they drove, mister. The evidence will show Mr. Sledge drove by and they shot at the house. There were 9 individuals outside of the house, in front of the house, but the house was shot. During the shooting of that house, Miss Denise Bell, who was the aunt of Darren Mills, while she was in her bed, sustained a gunshot to her buttocks, and she had to go to the hospital and had to have surgery. The court, as the state secured the cooperation of Miss Bell, the victim. Miss Bell at times, has been cooperative, and at times has been. What's her present state on cooperation? Present state, not good, y'all.